Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be hanging out in the greenhouse. It's been forever since you guys have seen this thing. It's actually been roughly 60 days since we planted this thing, and man, are things overgrown right now. Let me just go ahead and close the doors here so my neighbors don't think I'm a psychopath. Okay, first off, the ground cover is completely filled in. There's only a few places to walk here. I know you can step on it, but I still don't really like to. The creeping Jenny has just totally taken over here, and I really like how it blends in with the path, but I do wish we had a little bit more stone access to step on in here. It's become very crowded in here. I mean, there's not a lot of room. For a while, I had my chair over here, and I have some pieces of wood that we're going to use to sit on. Eventually, we're going to mess around with that today. But check out the Coleus, man. Oh my gosh. These things have definitely grown the most. They're super, super tall. I think this one over here, I didn't even, plant it. It's just sticking up out of the ground there, and it grew down, and it's massive. We got our little lizard down here. He's chilling. The Corsican mint is this main carpet here. Some of it ended up dying off. Really not sure what the story is with that. The rest of it looks really good. So we're going to be kind of messing around with that. I wish I would have done baby tears for this whole carpet, but I think, you know, it's okay. It's not a big deal. We, of course, have that baby tears over here, and it's looking super good. It loves the humidity in here, as well as most of the other plants in the greenhouse. It's gonna get sweaty in here pretty quick, guys. It's only 78 right now, which is pretty nice. It's almost an overcast day, so it's bearable to be in here. I've been kind of waiting for a little bit of a shadier day to do this video for you guys, but today's the day. We're doing it. We're giving you the update on this space. This thing has been really great to have. It was expensive, and I'm thinking about doing a video kind of highlighting all the costs of a space like this. Just if you're interested in that, let me know down in the comments below, and we'll make that video. I want to highlight the costs of something like this, so maybe if this is something you're into, you can figure out how to budget for it. So yeah, again, just let me know down in the comments if that's a video that you want to see. And look at that. I've already crushed a bunch of that. It'll bounce back. No worries, guys. But yeah, the pond, which is probably the main reason why you guys are subbed to this whole channel in the first place, is doing pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. We still have the goldfish and the white cloud minnows in here. We'll probably stick the GoPro down in here a little bit later so you guys can check out the view there, but I see Chris the goldfish. Hey buddy, what's up? We got spiders and all kinds of crazy wildlife going on in here, guys. This pond plant, I can't remember what it's called, is all the way up to the top here. It's grown a tremendous amount. That's crazy. Check out this water hyacinth, though. This is what's blown me away, is just how tall this stuff got. I've never seen it get this gigantic. I mean, it's like as long as my entire arm. This one in the back is even bigger, and honestly, that's not really a good thing. The pond has been overcrowded for a long time with plants. It's kind of a good problem to have, I guess, because it makes the environment a lot safer for the fish, but there's just a ton of stuff getting choked out down here. All the aquarium plants that I have down here aren't really thriving, except for the super red Liquigia, which you can't really see, that's right here. The Rotala that we planted in the back is probably just totally choked out. There's Sylvinia over there, and it's just wild, man. It's crazy in here, so we need to do some maintenance. Okay, let's go grab our clippers. I had them and then I lost them. Clippers number 1 and clippers number 2. We've made some progress, alright? We can see the pond again. And nice to know that there's water in here. I'm sure the fish also appreciate me getting rid of some of these giant water hyacinths. Guys, check this out, okay? Here's a 3-foot stick. And let's get some of these big ones in place here. Put that down at the base there. That is almost 2 feet. Alright, that's crazy. I've never seen water hyacinth that big before. There's obviously a ton more work I need to do to the exterior pond foliage, but just like looking down in here, man, it was wild down there. Check this out. So I pulled out some of the tall hair grass that we put in here. Look at this stuff. It's wild. It's so long. I bet some of these are like 3 feet. No joke. Like this big clump right here. Oh, baby. Humongous. So yeah, we just freed up a ton of room in here, which is going to make the underwater filming that much better. I can see that my Rotala over here is still alive. That stuff is, at least. The stuff way back there is probably really hurting. There's no way it got any sunlight. But yeah, man, this is crazy. So we got a bald patch right here. We're gonna take some of the baby tears that's over here, or maybe just I guess we have a pack over here that we could use to patch in this. And then beyond that, I mean, we're really just composting plants at this point to try and make this thing look a little bit better. I definitely don't want to have as many plants in this thing as I had before, because it just kind of takes away from the viewing, right? Like before, we could really only see this tiny little sliver of pond, and that's no bueno. All the fish are super happy. We'll go ahead and grab the underwater camera here in just a second, guys, but I do want to touch on, like, kind of in general, the plant selection in here. I was really nervous about a lot of the plants that we decided to put in here, guys, because a lot of them are not really happy in super humid environments, and it's turned out to be kind of perfect, at least with the plant selection that I ended up with and the environment that we made in here. Super sweaty now, guys. I apologize, but it's kind of hard to really make sense of this whole thing unless you have an understanding of really what the environment is like in here. So I made a previous video that'll be in the playlist link in the description, where I talked about kind of the temperature swings during the day and what it's like in here. And so if you're really interested, go back and watch that video, and it'll give you just a little bit more specifics regarding what it's really like in here. But I was really concerned about the palms. So these guys, they've ended up doing really well. This is a new leaf right here, and it's, you know, we're shooting out another new one right there. Same goes for all the other palms in here. They're doing really good, and that was one that I was really concerned about because they were expensive, and they were one of my favorite plants that I wanted to do really well in here, and it's turned out to be a good thing for me. Another plant that didn't initially turn out to be doing so great was the Boston ferns, but as you can see now, we have a ton of new growth on this one as well as this one over here. When stocking this thing, I really only knew that baby tears would probably do the best in here because it can handle hot, humid environments, and it's done really well. But like I said, most of the other plants have been doing well too. Some of them have done better than others, obviously, but the overall result is just crazy growth. I can't believe it's only been 2 months in this thing, and it's completely filled out, more or less. It's way too sweaty out here right now, though, guys, so let's get the camera off of me. Let's go grab the GoPro. Let's get it in the pond, and then let's add some more stem plants to it. And I think now that we have the space available in the pond, that it just makes sense. What do you guys think? I think we made a huge improvement, especially on the pond today. We have just so much more room for activities. I can't wait. I can never remember the name of the plant over here that we have in the filter. I knew it was invasive in nature, you know, but I guess I just really underestimated it. It had runners all the way over here on the outside of the pond, so that was a huge chore to get in there, lean way over and cut that thing back, but I think we got it at bay for now. I also had to shovel out a literal ton of Sylvinia, so we got it opened up back here. Hopefully that Rotala can take advantage of the light now, and then, you know, obviously our plants here have a lot of room to grow as long as we keep that down. Managed to do a little bit of clipping over here so I can have some stones to step on again. Hopefully we can resuscitate some of these baby tears, get them to grow over the edge of the pond and conceal that rim a little bit better like it was before, like with how the mint was growing before it decided it didn't like to be alive. Check out the Liguigia that's growing way over here, guys. It's planted all the way over here in the pond. It creeped out and is now growing very well on land. Love this stuff. Super happy to see that, as well as all the other plants doing well here in the greenhouse. Oh, hi there. Hello. I'm friendly, I swear. I'm friendly. Hello, babies. Hello. Hello. Okay. Come here. Isn't that cool, guys, to have the deer come up like that? It's just one of the awesome things about this space, and I guess just my backyard in general, that I have that luxury of having the animals come in here. It's just, it makes it so much cooler. There's still a lot to do out here, guys. We got to get this whole situation fixed. I know it's been forever, but the fan has been doing an okay job. I mentioned about wanting to upgrade it, get a bigger fan, maybe hang it up here, but it's just, everything's been okay so far. I have been showing over on Instagram some of the temperatures that it could get up here. It was 120 the other day in the morning. That's obviously way too hot, but it hasn't been detrimental to anything in here. As long as I come out, open up the doors, spray it down with a little bit of water, everything seems to do okay. We gotta water some of these plants a little bit, fill up the pond, just barely top it off a little bit. I typically do this every 2 or 3 days. It's really all I have to do. We just come in and give it a nice rinse down, get everything nice and rehumidified in here, spray the walls, spray the ground, spray your feet, you know, whatever. I've never done a water change on the pond, guys, just always topped it off a little bit here, and everything's been doing fine. It really doesn't need it. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna keep working on it. It's super hot. I need to wrap this up and get inside. I can only be out here for so long in the greenhouse. It's kind of wild. It's best enjoyed in the early morning or in the evening, but it's not the best to film because the lighting is just so whack out here. Obviously right now it's not even that great, so you can imagine when it's like 7, 8, 9 o'clock, you can't see anything out here. Unfortunately, I can't share that with you very well, but we'll work on it. Maybe we'll figure out a solution to that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys, for the update on the greenhouse. Obviously, we had a lot to tackle today, but I think we did a pretty good job. So if you want to see how we got to this point and you're new, there will be a link for a playlist down in the description that has all the Pond Season 2 videos, so you can check it out from the beginning, how we started and how we got to here. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video. It helps out a ton, and it helps share this experience with other people that might be looking to create something similar. So anyway, guys, thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.